Hey everyone, Harrison from the VoiceForm team here, and thanks for checking out our video on the 10 best case study interview questions to ask for this year. So in today's video, we're going to be covering off what is a case study, why you should be collecting case studies, and how you should go about asking the most effective questions to draw out insights from your customers that will make for a great end result case study. So let's dive into a little bit more about why you should be doing a case study and what a case study actually is. So a little bit of context behind it. Ultimately, when you're going out to try and sell your products and services, you want social proof or validation to prospective customers that you can do exactly what you say that you can, and that your products and services deliver the value that you promise to them. And so when you're looking to show them this social proof, case studies are an amazing way to walk users through or walk prospective customers through how existing users are using your product, what their use cases are, what results they're seeing, and what tangible value they're getting from your organization. And so these walkthroughs of a use case are fantastic ways to market and sell your organization and the products and services that you have. So this case study is effectively just a way for you to show prospective customers, and as mentioned, that you can do exactly what you say that you can. And you have the social proof to back it up, and the wins from your existing customers that show that you are one of the best possible offerings for your respective target audience when it comes to your product and service. But case studies, and especially collecting them, are a challenge. Your customers are super busy, and you ultimately are looking to get something from them. And so it's challenging sometimes with limited resources to actually track down and book time with your customers to collect all of these pieces of information you need to make an effective case study. And so you're going to want to make sure that when you are going out to your customers, you have your questions ready to go. They're well, concise, prepared, and ultimately, when your customer does go about finishing up the case study, ultimately those answers give you what you need to make an effective case study. So you need to be really prepared in advance when going out to collect your case study information. And so ultimately, when you're looking to prepare your case study, you need to think through exactly what you want to ask. And ultimately, a case study, you're driving to what value are you delivering to your existing customers. So the questions need to always make sure that you're aligning back to that. And one of the things at VoiceForm that we really recommend is that when you're structuring the questions you're going to ask for your case study, you make it feel like a conversation, and ultimately make it feel like it's this back and forth transaction that's happening where you're able to learn organically from your customers, learn about their stories, how they found you, why they chose your product, how they're using you, and ultimately the value. And you want to do that in a really conversational way. So here, I'll just quickly dive into examples of some of the best questions that you can possibly ask when looking to create a case study. And so this is all about really driving to, one, what were your customers' problem? What problem were they facing that made them decide that they wanted to reach out and consider your product? Out of all the offerings available, why did they choose you? Ultimately, how did your solution solve for their problem? So what in terms of the use case that they had and the way that they're applying your product actually translate into them solving this perceived problem. And then this is the most important bit: what measurable results did they get from using your product or service? Was it something related to saving money, producing additional revenue, building deeper customer relationships through using your product or service? Or something along those lines. So I think if we could give one piece of advice for creating an amazing case study, all the questions that you ask should really drive to what tangible results did your customer get from working with you and paying for your product and service, as ultimately those wins can then be resold out to your prospects in a really authentic way. And when, of course, looking to collect these case studies, one of the things that we recommend, so as a survey-informed tool ourselves at VoiceForm, getting in front of your customers is extremely challenging, and surveys are a fantastic way to collect rich information. And because case studies are so qualitative in nature, we would love to see you use VoiceForm as a way to collect this qualitative information with our multimedia surveys, leveraging voice and video. And so if you have any questions on how you can use VoiceForm to asynchronously collect case studies to ensure that you're doing it on your customers' time and schedule, reach out to us. We'd love to chat and even share more great examples of awesome questions that you can ask in your case studies. Thanks so much for checking out this video. And if you have any further questions on how VoiceForm can work for you to collect your next case study, let us know and check us out at voiceform.com. Thank you.